I'm about to jump into this freezing cold water. Topic I'm going to talk about today is something that happened to me when buying one of my investment properties that could cost me upwards of $20,000. That stuff is frozen. That. Oh my God. Okay. It's so cold. All right, y'all. Two. Okay, so here's what happened. 2 years ago, I purchased my 6 or 7 property. I did everything I usually do. I did my due diligence, I had it inspected, and everything checked out. I went ahead and purchased it. And 2 years later, I've got a major issue, up to $20,000 in expenses. And here's what happened. First off, if you're a home buyer or a realtor, never buy a house without having a seller's disclosure. That forces the seller to disclose any issues that might happen with a home with the roof, the HVAC, or the septic system if it's on one. And it's crucial because if something bad happens later on the road after you buy the house, you can hold them liable if they were negligent or if they were misleading on those statements. If you don't have a seller's disclosure, you're f***ed. Okay, second thing is, before you buy a house, make sure that you validate whether it's in a public sewer or if it's on a septic tank. You can do this in one of two ways, folks. One is ask the seller to provide the water utility bill. In every water utility bill, you'll see if the water is being charged as well as the sewer. Homeowners, current homeowners, if you haven't looked at your water bill, do that now. Be sure that you see a sewage expense. If you don't, you're in a septic tank and you need to take immediate action and have that pumped and inspected to make sure it's in a good condition. And renters or current homeowners, if you see your toilet after flushing bubbling, if you see slow draining, or if you see water coming back up the pipes inside of the tub, the faucets, the sinks, or the toilet, anywhere, call someone, because that may mean that you have a major clog in your main sewer line if you're on a public system, or it might mean that your septic tank is screwed and it needs immediate action. And like I said, folks, these are incredibly expensive repairs. And what I'm going to do is after this, I'm going to make a long form video where I break down, deep dive all of these things. What's a septic tank? How does it work? How is it maintained? How expensive it is? What to expect in inspection? And if things go wrong, how you can navigate that situation. So be sure to subscribe and stick around and watch that once I release it. And don't miss out on any of my other content. I make content like this, but I also talk in great deal about home ownership, the path to home ownership, and how to save a ton of money by being handy around the house with DIY repairs, maintenance, and renovation projects. All right, I'm freezing. Let's go. Oh my God.